Hello guys, today we're going over the world's poorest country. The world's poorest country in the world. What is it? Well, if you guessed Haiti, then you're wrong. And if you're really dumb and you guessed a country like Mexico or India, then but even though India and Mexico have a way higher GDP per capita than the Central African Republic. The Central African Republic is the worst country in GDP per capita purchasing power parity. The country has a GDP per capita of 712. That's the GDP per capita. Let's see what Haiti is. Haiti is at 172. So Haiti is really poor, but they're not the poorest. Yep, not the poorest. And if you go all the way up here, you have Pakistan up here, which Pakistan is known to be poorer than India, which India is up here. Mexico is higher than Belarus, Iran, and Argentina. Central African Republic has always been through violence, war, and basically poverty. Central African Republic also has its biggest disadvantage. It is practically landlocked. Two of its other neighbors are landlocked, Chad and South Sudan. Four of its other neighbors do have a coastline. But Central African Republic, before it became a country, was mostly just a bunch of forests. Nothing but a bunch of forests. The Central African Republic has also been in many wars against itself. And most of these countries, like South Sudan and the DRC, are really poor countries themselves. And aren't really helping that much with country. It also has the worst human development index of all countries. When people go over the worst countries in the world to live in, they never ever mention the Central African Republic, which is weird, because I made a list of the worst countries on another channel, and Central African Republic was on the list. So Central African Republic is the poorest country in the world. Through civil war and poverty, more civil war, more poverty, more poverty, and yes, more war and more poverty. It's unlikely that the Central African Republic is going to recover and become, or even be close to a not poor country anytime soon. As the Central African Republic will continue to fight among itself like South Sudan. And now let's look at the poorest country GDP nominal. On this list, Central African Republic is still really poor, 430, only being ahead of Malawi, Burundi, South Sudan. So, in terms of GDP, Central African Republic is a pretty weak economy that is surrounded by neighbors that are richer than it. As you see on this map here, only Congo, Niger, and Somalia are equally as poor as it. And the country of Malawi, which is just it's a small country, literally in between Mozambique, Zambia, and Tanzania, so it's just a country to drive through. There's nothing really special about the country, but basically this is the poorest country in the entire world. And that's basically it. Goodbye.